You ever notice how silence sounds different when a cat walks into the room? Not empty, but full, like the hush right before a story begins. That's what it felt like stepping into a Tokyo Cat cafe for the first time. I expected playtime, toys, feathers, squeaky mice. Instead, I found a ritual. The air carried the scent of green tea, toasted leaves, steam rising in gentle spirals. A bamboo chime whispered near the window. And just beyond a shoji screen, a silver tabby blinked at the sunlight, curled like smoke on a window ledge. No one spoke loudly. No one rushed. It was as if the cats had trained the humans, not the other way around. I remember sitting there, trying not to shift too quickly, not to interrupt the peace. Even my teacup felt like it needed to whisper when it touched the saucer. That's the magic. These cafes aren't built around people, they're built around cats. Soft textures, hideaways that hug the corners, perches that kiss the edge of light. Everything tells the body, breathe slower, rest longer, speak softer. And it made me wonder, what if we shaped our homes the same way? Not to control, but to comfort. Create a sensory safe zone for your cat. Choose one corner, one window, one breath of quiet. Add a soft light, a calming scent. Maybe lavender, maybe jasmine. Place a perch, a blanket, a bowl nearby. Make it a place that whispers, "You're safe here." My cat took over the top of the fridge, which wasn't exactly part of the design plan. But hey, they always know best, don't they? It's not about fancy decor or matching cushions. It's about honoring instinct, stillness, warmth, a quiet that welcomes. So when the world outside feels too loud, remember the cafe in Tokyo. The hush behind the shoji screen. The tabby who taught a room of people to sit and be. Maybe peace isn't something we give our pets. Maybe it's something they offer us. And just like that, our journey continues. Next, we'll stroll through Montmartre, where cobblestones lead to bookshops, espresso, and the soft purr of Parisian charm. But first, pause. Let your home breathe. Let the hush settle in. There's a little bookshop in Montmartre that doesn't need a sign. You'll find it by the ivy, the crooked step, and the cat in the window. She doesn't meow. She watches. Sunlight falls across her like punctuation on a page. Quiet, precise, softly golden. Inside, it smells like espresso and old poetry. The kind of place where pages turn slowly and conversations are whispered instead of spoken. And always somewhere between philosophy and fiction. You'll find her again, curled in a velvet bed, or stretched like ribbon on the cafe table. Not a mascot, not decor, a presence. That's the rhythm here. In Paris, cats aren't asked to perform. They're given space, and in return, they shape the room. The shelves wear their age like wisdom. Wool blankets drape over chairs like quiet hands. And always, always a window is left open just enough for breeze and birdsong to drift through. Design your home like a love letter to rest. Let your pet choose their corner. A sunspot, a woven rug, the space beneath your desk. And trust they know what they need. You don't need more things. You need more softness. Textures that invite. Spaces that welcome. A room that lets you and your pet exhale. Cats understand something about stillness we often forget. That rest isn't lazy, it's sacred. That presence doesn't shout, it simply stays. So maybe a home isn't defined by the roof or the walls, but by the way a cat sighs beside your chair, by the quiet joy of companionship. That doesn't need words to be felt. But our journey doesn't end in cozy corners. Next, we climb past rooftops and velvet toward the open sky of the Andes, where the air thins the path narrows, and paws learn to breathe with the rhythm of the mountains. Pack your water and your wonder. We're heading higher. Let's come home. Not to clutter, not to noise, but to the possibility that even here, right here, you can create something soft. Take a look around. That corner near the window? The one where the light hits just right in the morning? That could be a sanctuary. Fold a blanket. Nothing fancy. Just soft enough for paws to sink into, warm enough to say, "This is yours." Now look up. High shelves, the top of the fridge, even a stack of books beside a dresser. If your cat could choose a rooftop, they would. Not to escape, but to see, to own their space with quiet confidence. Vertical space isn't a luxury. It's dignity. It's the difference between hiding and reigning. And yes, that spot you didn't plan, that's probably the one they love the most. Now breathe. What does your space smell like? Fur? Coffee? A bit of yesterday's dinner? Try adding lavender. Or cedar. A chamomile sachet tucked nearby. Pair it with natural textures, cotton, wool, fleece. Let the room speak in softness. Let it say, "You're safe here." You don't need to redesign your home. You just need to notice it. The ledge they choose. The blanket they always pull toward themselves. The silence they protect. Every pet already has a favorite spot. Your job? Just make it warmer, softer, safer. Perfection doesn't purr. But peace settles into the folds of a blanket you placed with love. And next, we leave the quiet of the city behind. We follow the tides to the islands, where dogs walk beside fishermen and cats curl in hammocks strung between coconut trees. Because peace doesn't just live indoors. Sometimes it walks barefoot across sand and wags its tail to the rhythm of the sea.